You are now tuned into Flippin' the Birds, a Philly Sports Network podcast.
What's going on, Eagles fans? Welcome all to episode 44 of Flippin' the Birds. I'm Brian Cameron. He's Chris Infante, and today we have a very, very special guest on the show, Rischad Whitfield, the Footwork King himself. I'm so in awe that we have him on the show right now.
Yeah, it's a very special day.
Yeah, thank y'all for having me, man. Appreciate the opportunity, man. You know, it's good to give. I think the trainers probably get the best insight of the athletes because we work with them hands on. So, I got a lot of Eagles. I just about got the whole secondary besides Jalen Mills. I get Jalen, then it's a wrap.
Oh wow!
So have you worked with Avante also?
No, not heavy. Not. But I think once Slade comes down here, because Slade been out here. Slade and Nickorobi. I've been having them guys for a long time. I can tell you right now about them two right there. Just when I saw that Nickorobi and Slade went there, it's a lockdown. I'll tell you right now, those are two of the one of the best corners and one of the best slot corners in the NFL. I can go all day about them dudes, man. There's
That's
a lot of
something
things
we haven't
those guys
heard in
can
a long
do.
time in Philly. Lockdown.
Oh, yeah. Lockdown. People don't give Slade the respect because Slade had 18 picks. I'm like, why they don't give Slade the respect that he deserves, man? I'm like, the dude is unreal, like smart, football IQ, movement wise. It's just, I don't know. It's like he got to keep proving himself, and I don't know why. But he gets respect from a lot of other DBs. And Nickorobi, man. I mean, that 5'8", 175. He's like a gnat, dude. That's wherever you go, he's right there on your hips, man. Just amazing burst, talent, twitchy, fluid hips, great eyes, great feet. Dude, verticals out of the roof. Little dog, man. I'm
getting me too excited for the season already. I'm ready, too excited now.
I'm already. Once I got Rasul in, I knew. I said, "Oh yeah, y'all gonna be top 3 secondary. Eagles gonna be top 3 secondary." I say top 3 because I gotta wait till they put everything together.
Yeah.
But definitely top 3 secondary.
And that's something that we're definitely not used to. Like we're just coming off, just going back to the Super Bowl when you're facing Tom Brady and his band of misfits over there who didn't really have receivers, and he's throwing for 500 yards on that stuff. So now, hopefully, we have.
Well, y'all went all speed receivers. I saw.
Yeah.
We needed that too. We needed a lot of things.
Yeah, I saw Jalen. Okay, cool. We got Jalen. Okay, we got the veteran DJ. I'm like, damn. When I saw Marquise Goodwin, I'm like, oh yeah, y'all ain't playing. Y'all got burners.
Yeah, about time too.
Yeah. And Jalen Hurts is gonna be good too, man. He's a winner and he got heart. He's down here right now.
We saw that with Djax.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Jalen. He lives out here.
Oh, he does.
Yeah, he's from Houston. Yeah.
Have you ever worked with Djax?
Oh no. But I'm really cool with Dwayne Frampton. Him and Framp are really tight. So I haven't worked with Djax. I work with like Emmanuel Sanders and Odell and Debo and DeAndre Hopkins, and I got a lot of wideout DBs, like DNs, edge rushers. I don't have a lot of NFL O linemen. That's it. But I got every other position besides. I don't have any quarterbacks either. Just running backs. Got a lot of running backs.
That's
Jared
pretty
McKinnon,
amazing,
Le'Veon, Melvin.
Gotta get the Eagles offensive line down there, see what they can do.
Oh yeah.
I know Lane Johnson's pretty quick on his feet. Lane Johnson. And he's from Texas too. I think he's down in Texas.
Yeah, they focus more on them big dudes, man. They like to lift and they do some movement stuff, man. But they don't do as much movement stuff as my D linemen. I got like Danielle Hunter and Ed Oliver. I've been training Ed since he was in high school. I do a lot of movement stuff with those guys. So once I get Jannard Avery in, I'll be doing that with him as well.
That's the season coming up. Now, Rischad, we know that you train with some of the best talents in the NFL, but tell us about how you got here. Tell us about Rischad himself. I mean, because you're the Footwork King.
One of my coaches, man. I got a facility out here in Houston. I had it built in 2015. one of my coaches, I needed a. What was it? Oh, I think it was about 2011 when he came up with the name. But he was like, "Man, I want to start an IG account and a Twitter account." And he was just like, "Well, you're the king of footwork, it's a footwork king," and I just ran with it, man. That was it. I mean, once he said that, that was it. I wasn't like, "Oh wow," I was just like, "Okay, cool." And now, even when ESPN, NFL Network, Sports Center, they always say, "This is Rischad Whitfield, so and so forth." Like, I can't even change it now, you know. So that's how I came up with that. Well, he came up with that, and football is always, football is king down here in Texas.
Yeah.
So, I'm a kinesiology major. Kinesiology, everything's about like the body and like movement. If you watch a lot of the work that I do, you'll see kind of like rings on the field, and I'm big on like mechanics. So when I watch a player play, it's not a speed problem all the time that I see that, or why they get beat or whatnot, or why they miss that tackle. It's always a movement issue. And everything starts from the ground up.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm really huge on, the footwork, the quick hips, change of directions. I try to, by me working with some of these high caliber NFL guys, over the years I've been training them, I got to get them to get to point A to point B. When most people get there in 3, we got to get there in 1.5. And I figured it out, man. I got it down to a science. Like I made my damn self, man. I'm like, I don't be trying to brag, but dude, I get so. Rasul's like, dude, how do you figure? I'm like, dude, I don't even know. Richard Sherman even said, man, like I'm some kind of like psycho at this stuff, but like, because I know how to make it functional, and then you can apply it in the game.
Mm-hmm.
And that's probably why I train so many players at every position. And then it's all about just being able to move on the field as quickly and accurately as you can. The NFL, y'all know the NFL is a precision league, man.
Mm-hmm.
So everything's very detailed. So I get down to detailed, and that's what's going to help Rasul out a lot. He needed that. He came in, he was a heavy stepper, dropped too low. He's already long and rangy, but he was picking his feet up too high in short areas. Like, you can't do that, dude. Everything you play cornerback, so everything you do is in reverse. So right now, we're working on just, he got to flip his hips quicker, man, which he's doing a lot better at it, man. I mean, watch, he's here all month. Y'all finna watch. I'm telling you right now, he gonna lock his side down. Slay gonna lock his side down. Nickel Roby gonna lock his side down up there, slot corner. Hell, Jalen gonna be at safety. And if y'all put Graylin Arnold in coming in from Baylor, he's out here too working with me. Oh, he's gonna be another one that's gonna be. I'll tell you right now, it's gonna be real hard for people to throw on the Eagles. I'm just blessed to be able to work with 4 of them. So.
It's phenomenal, man.
Yeah, 4-year secondary guys. Yeah, 4-year secondary guys, which is good.
Yeah. As far as Rasul goes, there was a big debate. Obviously his name has been floating around with trade rumors and all that, especially around the draft. Where is he more suited for? Is he more suited for like when he was in West Virginia? Should it be safety in the NFL, or can he stay with corner? Based on how you worked with him so far, is he going to stick at corner, or do you think his traits are better as a ball hawking safety?
Hey, before he got here with me, safety. Before he leave, lockdown corner. I trust my training. If you watch a lot of stuff that I do, like everything I do to get these boys developed is for whatever scheme that Philly has for him, he can play it. And I'm big on like Rasul. The first thing you need to be is a man press corner. That's NFL. All right, man press, soft press. All right. You're longer, you're rangy, but I'm gonna make it to where you can move. You're fluid in every movement that you can play man press, off press, safety, zone, the whole 9. And I got some stuff I'm gonna post of him today that we worked of some off man stuff. But before he got to me, safety, movement wise, he just wasn't there yet, And guys, I kind of look at look at myself like a blacksmith, and I use this analogy a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the guys are very skillful, they're very gifted. Like, but I take their skills, put them in the fire, beat the impurities off of them to give them back to them. There's a lot of things that they don't know; they're just raw. So I got to get it out of them. You get to the NFL, the coaches aren't teaching you anything; they're teaching you the scheme and the stuff like that. So it's guys like me that got to develop him. He still got to get developed, and I'm taking. He's here all month. I'm talking about he's working out. We did 2 days yesterday. One day we worked once on Sunday, 2 days yesterday, once today, once tomorrow. Like he's every day.
That's awesome,
I'm taking Saturday and Sunday off. Yeah, I have him right. It don't take much at all for me, and he's getting better and better and better. And I'm gonna keep posting every single like progression wise for him, so all the Eagles fans can see it. That way, coach will know to keep him at corner. He'll be all right.
They're gonna end up drilling over those videos.
Oh yeah. I'm just chopping at them. Yeah, because everybody's starting to see if you watch the things when he plays, like it's like people question whether or not he can play corners is because they don't get to see those movement skills. So everything I'm doing is for man press. And working on those movements. Good technique, good leverage. He's already long, but he doesn't know how to. He was just too heavy stepper,
Mm-hmm.
And I told Russell, take it up. What helps me out? I go, it's the fact that I train guys like Odell and all them guys. When I train them guys, I don't train them guys to run routes. They all won't work with me for releases. They all work with me for releases.
That's
for instance, I'm in LA all week. Last year, I'm in LA week all month in July, working with Odell. Joe Haynes out there, he just called me too. That's what my phone went blank. All right, Joe Haynes like, shit, I got to play Odell twice. I know I got to cover him. So it just makes sense. Like shit, and they know, whatever he's teaching, with Odell, I'm working the same thing in reverse with my cornerbacks. So Rasul's starting to understand that, okay, every movement I'm doing receiver wise, I know what they're going to do release wise, dude. You got to match that. Like Rasul, they can't run outside your arm, run outside your body frame. You're long, and they can't run them routes through you. So, you got to be, if they move here, you got to move there, keep them in front of you. So it's just a movement issue with him. He was getting too low. I raised him up a little bit. I shortened up his stance. He was too heavy footed. I had to raise him up, man. Coach had him, his DB coach just had him so low. I'm like, yeah, like way too low. I'm like, man, the lower you get, the lower you get, like, you're going to have to rise up anyways. And they understand it. Like, when you watch Slay going to be standing there straight up, because he different, y'all. I'll tell you right now, oh my God. There's a video y'all got to see. I think Checkpoint Breach Report. At the combine where they had the guys go backpedal, open up, backpedal, open up. My field's 60 yards. If you watch this video, a training video of Slay last year, Slay, his feet just skimmed the turf. I'm telling Slay to backpedal, shuffle, backpedal. So he's flipping his hips, all sorts of stuff. He don't know what I'm going to do, but he does it just like that, all the way downfield. It looked like he's just moonwalking, y'all. Like, and I go, Russell's like, dude, I need my feet like that. I go, I know, that's what I'm going to get you to. Because he goes, and I told him, I go, when you watch Slay move like that and you hear me throwing these shuffle, backpedal, shuffle, run, shuffle, and he transitions while moving at that speed, going backwards, that means it don't matter what receiver he's going against. They can push him vertical full speed, and Slay can look them in the eye and do that backpedaling. It's crazy.
That's kind of wild.
He's different, y'all. Y'all going to see what I'm talking about, man. He's different. Dude had 18 picks. Like, and he's already fast, but he never had to turn on the jets. I'm like, you don't have to worry about Slade trailing. Only person Slade had a hard time with, that was Devontae Adams and Keenan Allen. And them two dudes, they're different.
Yeah.
Like, they're different. They're not fast, but they got release separation, and they're very crafty in their routes.
Now, with Slay, before going to Slay, Rasul quickly. I know one of his flaws that we all were yelling about during the season, and even since he's been drafted, with him and even Mills, and we've seen Avante and Sydney get caught with that too, is the double move. How they've been caught with that time after time after time. Do you see improvements in that aspect of the movement?
Yeah, that's what I'm working on that now. I'm going to show you something. I'm going to send to your cell phone that I'm working with him on, because when I play the Cowboys, I'm like, he got bad eyes. I go, Rasul, your eyes are bad and your base is wide. I'm like, bro, and you're just stepping. You should have been just sliding back. Keep your feet inside your body frame. I go, you're up there covering Amari with a wide ass base. Amari's pushing. He hits that slant. Rasul bit off that slant. Amari gone. I'm like, you got to know who you're playing against, But I'm like, dude, first of all, just keep our feet inside our frame. Anytime your feet get outside your frame and you try to break, you're going to get stuck. His feet were too wide. He was kind of stepping back. He should have just been sliding back, And he got to make sure his eyes, be patient. Can't be over aggressive. So I'm fixing all that movement stuff. I'm fixing all that, because even when it was time to him to go and chase Amari down off that slant and go that he ran, he still when he stuck to open up, he still got stuck. I'm like, dude, if we get beat, we got to stick and still roll out of that thing while going forward. So I'm fixing all that. You ain't gonna worry about Slade on the move. I tell you that right now. Slade gonna be sitting on the first. Slade gonna be sitting on that already. Watch. Hey, I'll tell you right now, y'all. Slade will be looking at the receiver, watching the quarterback drop 1, 2, 3. Okay, the receiver took 2 steps. The dude's calculating everything, and he'll already be sitting on the out route. Like I'm telling you, man. Like they won't even throw to his side.
Slade in the field.
I'm telling you, man, y'all. So y'all need to watch film of Slade at Detroit. Like I know they probably like. He worked every penny of it. It's the second big contract too, a third. Like you watch him against some of the top. Like he is very, very, very elite. Had trouble with Devontae, man, but him and Devontae going back and forth. But Devontae gave him credit, but Russ, I'm gonna get Rasul up there. We just gotta fix some things, man. And that's the thing about the long corners. The long ones really don't move that well. They run good, but they don't move that well. Mm-hmm. So right now, I'm going to make sure Rasul, by the time he gets to the training camp, we got plenty of time. He will be moving the best that he's ever been moving. All right, he's not going to play at 205 like he did last year. We're going to play at 195. We could play at 195. I'll train Xavier Howard as well. I've been training. He got drafted at my field, but actually. I told Xavier, man, he would have to call him out at 200. Like, dude, let's rock at like 195. And him and Rasul kind of like the same height. Rasul might be a half inch taller. But I'm gonna work on Rasul getting a little bit lighter on weight. I'm fixing them up, man. So it's good, man. Because everybody's got big aspirations. Y'all got big plans for Rasul, man. I'm like, okay, Eagles fans, don't worry about it. I'm gonna get them right. I promise you that. I promise you that, man. I take a lot of pride, and he's learning everything when I'm working, and it's making sense. Like Jesus, man. Everything I've been taught all these years, and I already go, Rasul. Look, I know. Everything you've been taught all these years, man, I'm taking it out of the way and installing new stuff.
That's kind of wild,
it's too old. It's too old school. Well, you got a lot of old school guys out there. Football has changed now.
Yeah,
it's a lot quicker, a lot more demanding. You can see by the way these guys. Back in the days, there was tall receivers. Everybody's short. Mm-hmm. I'm looking at guys like Miko. I'm like, dude, Russell, if you line up against Miko, Miko's. I'm like, bro. First of all, Miko get even. That's it. You ain't gonna. He gone. Mm-hmm. You ain't gonna catch him, But Miko has to get outside of you first. So if you're pressing Miko and you're mirroring him, whatnot, you hold him for a little bit, man. That's enough. Look, Patrick Mahomes don't have all day to throw the ball. Y'all got good pass rushers out there, Cox and Graham and
we got Hargrave too. We got
Hargrave, yeah. So y'all got guys that are gonna get to the quarterback, man. So like, you just gotta hold your side of the field,
Now, in your opinion,
you'll be all right.
In your opinion, since you work with DB so much, and I know you work with defensive linemen too, a big thing last year that people were frustrated about were the lack of sack totals and the quarterbacks getting the ball out and all that. Do you think that's more on defensive line not getting pressure, or is it more on cornerbacks letting too much cushion on receivers so the quarterback can get that ball out much quicker? Because it seems like Schwartz was always getting, Rasul was 10 yards off, Mills was 10 yards off. Everybody was so far off, especially on third and long situations, that Russell Wilson could drop back and just get it off the Tyler Lockett, and he's gone. In 1 second.
Tyler only played slot. One, he said that Russell told me this yesterday. Coach didn't make that adjustment till second half of the season. Now y'all all playing man coverage. I said, dude, y'all should have been playing man coverage. I go, Odell and them, once they break the huddle, Odell expecting man coverage. All right, he'll adjust to anything else. Mm-hmm. I go, dude, Coach got y'all playing off, man, because he don't trust y'all at man. And it's crazy because Sidney Jones was a baller until he got hurt. I'm not sure what happened to Sidney, man. I can't believe he even came into his own yet. Because Sidney was a baller, man. I'm like,
very excited when he got drafted. I know he was coming off an Achilles injury, but the fact that we got him in the second round after he was projected top 10, all that stuff, I was really excited. And I did see an Instagram
too.
Yeah, towards the end of that season, he was picking it up, and I did see an Instagram video. I think it was this morning or last night, where he was doing a lot of balance drills, where he was he was standing on an exercise ball, the half exercise ball, the sphere, and he was launching off of that and then landing on one foot on a box. It was a tall ass box. So I'm like, okay, maybe.
Yeah.
And then that was after I saw the video with Rasul with you. So I'm like, okay,
we moving. So the thing about this, so the thing what people love about me, they're like, okay, I show that football stuff, boys on the field, things like everything I do, like what Sydney doing, that stuff is good. You got to do that stuff. The strengthening, the balance, the core. People loved what I do because, like, okay, this is what they're gonna do in the football field. So I'm getting to see what this guy is gonna look like, when the season starts. And he's gonna look totally different. Everything we do is based on their positions: man press, soft press, stagger stance. Man, I didn't fix so much stuff from Russell just off his base that he's already moving better just off that. Now I raised him up a little bit more because he still wants to press with his shoulders up in here. So I'm like, Russell, once we press up, bring your shoulders back and then flip your hips. Once you flip, all right, because now we got to get ready to run or shuffle. So we're still chopping at it.
Do you see any similarities with a player as young as Rasul Douglas and a player as tenured as Darius Slay?
These teams
like potentially in a sense.
Russell and Slay.
Yeah, like any similarities with them.
They got come with experience, but Russell don't move like Slay does. Slay is about 6 foot. Let's say 6 foot. Russell's 6'2"ish, a little heavier. Slay like it's Slay different, y'all. I'll tell you, man. He is tall. I'll tell you, man. Like, how they be putting like Gilmore and all them dudes in front of him. I'm like, man, Gilmore need to give me some more years, man. I love Gilmore, man. Look, I need more than 1 year. I'm like, I'm sick of these guys get put in front of Slay that ball 1 year, and yet Slay is another year where he got 4 picks, 6 picks. We're looking at what 16 or 19 picks in 6 years, 6 years, I believe. That's incredible. Byron Jones had 2 picks. I'm like, if we can go to PBU too. Slay still got more PBUs than Byron Jones. I don't know what the Dolphins are thinking over there. I don't know. Well, I'm like, bro, damn. I'm like, dude, I don't know what y'all thinking, dude. Do that 2 picks. Y'all paid them all that money. Crazy.
Yeah,
I train Xavier Howard. Xavier's good. Yeah. I'm like, they can have him. Y'all got the best. Y'all got the best deal with Slay. So I work with Xavier Howard. I've been working with Xavier. He's at Baylor. Xavier's the third highest paid corner now.
Xavier's a monster.
Yep. Yeah, but he'll pick everybody off. But
with Slay, a lot of people. The Byron Jones Darius Slay debate was one that was very fiery in March. I for one was admittedly on the Byron Jones train just because I didn't want to trade anybody at that point. So I was like,
nobody thought we could get Slay for what?
No one. No, I thought it was
I didn't think y'all were neither.
Higher package.
That's a highway robbery.
Yeah, I thought. It was.
Well, he can pay. He's the highest paid corner.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
If you look on Twitter, you look at the things that they post this way. Do you see like those? If y'all really watch his numbers and we're like, okay, this dude is really. If you look at his numbers and watch his film, it's like we really got y'all. I'll tell you, Eagles got to steal, man. Like steal.
For a 3rd round pick, hell
and like the one thing with when he got traded, people were like, well, he's on his way out, not out, out of the league. He's going to be 29, I think, soon or 30. And people would think, that's the death age for corners and all that stuff. Is he as good as he was years ago at this age?
Oh, yeah. Like, I trained Joe Hayden, and Joe Hayden is, you see where he was at with it, like Joe Hayden going on year 10. He's better than what he was before, a little fountain of youth right there, and I'll be able to bless to bring them back to life, too, you know what I mean? Hey. And I'll come sharpen them skills. That's when I earlier today when Hayden called me, I'm like, it's about that time. It's getting to July, training camp's coming up, so this is when they need me at the most. This is when I get hit hard right now.
How do you juggle so many players? Well,
a lot of them come down here in Houston to train. So, for instance, before Debo got hurt, Debo's been out here for a month. Jared McKinnon's out here. Hunter's out here. Houston's one of a good place for guys to train. So, Adrian Peterson has the gym out here, so they got the weight training guys, all that stuff out here. They'll schedule that and they'll schedule with me. So it's every year, and then the only 2 people I leave for I go to LA for Odell, and then I go to Miami for Le'Veon every year. And Le'Veon likes to work out going right into camp. So he likes to do all his footwork, running back stuff with me. Like he's doing stuff right now with James Conner and all that stuff. It ain't like it ain't like how me and him get down. He does that right into camp. So then Odell right into camp. So last year Le'Veon he came to LA a few days, but I'm able to balance it, man. I don't need that much. Like I said, they all come out here, and I train every day. No days off. I'm always ready to work.
Now is it tough nowadays with everything going on to get people down there, or is it kind of since is it really only you and whoever's training with you there, or are people like kind of coming down with?
No, it's just me. Like what is it? The pros, just me and that pro guy. But I got 4 of the coaches, so they're working with the my other kids and stuff like that. But ever since the whole pandemic and stuff like that, I've just been working with my pro players. So I do everything by position. You see a lot of guys working out together, like at different positions. Like you don't do field work, position work, skill work with different positions. Like if I got corner, it's gonna be Rasul and Kendall Sheffield. Whoever I got. If I got a running back, it'll be Melvin and Jared McKinnon. If I got receivers, whoever it's gonna be. So, but I've been busy since March.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry about that.
And that's when the
I've been busy.
Started.
Yeah. Oh man, because I got my guys that I've been having since high school that I had to train for. CeeDee Lamb and Courtney Davis, and I thought you were gonna get Courtney. Kelvin Chasen and Grant Delpit. So I've been having Shaywell on Alua. So I've been having to get those guys ready for the combine and stuff. So training them guys, and I've been busy ever since. And then my pro guys, they could go to facilities, so they've been working. So Danielle Hunter and David Montgomery. David actually will be back out here next week. I've been training him since he was at Iowa State. Man, his sophomore year.
He's a
he did it. Yeah. I like Miles, but I don't think he's better. I'm just biased. I like David. I've been working with David. David can do a lot. Yeah, he can do a lot. There's not much he can't do from a receiving standpoint. Strong, elusive, agile, great vision, twitchy, can block. Like he's just a hard-nosed baller. So,
you mentioned Graylin Arnold before, and there was a big article that came out that evaluators said he's probably the best undrafted signee that the Eagles got. What have you seen and work with him, and why do you think? Is it just because of his size that he went undrafted? I know, like he was projected 5th round or later, and then he went undrafted, and then he got the big undrafted deal with the Eagles.
Well, I'm still. The draft is kind of trick, man. I'm still trying to figure out the draft. I'm still trying to figure out the draft, man. There's some guys like it's weird. You got the kid who went to Lenore or whatever. I'm happy for him. I'm like, man, Graylin been putting up numbers in the Big 12 3 years now. You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand. Graylin probably 5'9". You know what I mean? Great size. You probably think he can be a strong safety, whatnot. But I got to send y'all some clips on Graylin. I got that. Oh man, I got him skating out here, y'all. Oh man, I had to fix everything with him too. And he's moving. He's for sure tackler. He can cover ground. He's explosive. Great man. Really, really good football IQ. And guys like Slade and Nicorobi and Rasul are going to make him better. But he can do. He gonna do it all, man. In the box, man. If they put him at, even if he came down and played some backer, he'd be like people want to get the outside backers, guys that can cover. I don't know why people don't think about like, okay, let's do what we do, like Tyrann Matthews. He can cover everybody. We don't have to have an Iowa deal 6'2", 230-pound outside backer. I'm like, man, you have somebody like Graylin go in who can run, who's quick, who can blitz. You know, who can cover the running back. He can bring all that. Good on special teams. He's gonna bring all that to the table this season. He's very, 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 very good. You know, why he went undrafted, I just be thinking the draft people sometimes don't know how, you know, I'm at the same reason. I'm talking to the Raiders coach. He's like, hey, dude, can you send me, he sent me a message on Twitter. Hey, can you have CD run a 5-step slant and a 7-step slant? I'm like, damn, dude, these Raiders really like you. So I shot a video. We were working out. So I sent some training video clips of CD running those. And they went and got Ruggs. I'm like, man, Ruggs ain't better than CD. I'm like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm like, man, this ain't.
Well,
I'll tell you right now. I'm like,
CD's public enemy number one right now.
Oh yeah, unfortunately he's with the Cowboys.
Yep, and he's already pissed off. He's like, damn, bro, you got about 4 dudes that I done seen out here already that I know that's probably gonna be covering me. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, CD, first of all, look, you not the number one receiver on the team, so you can chill out too. All right, you know what I mean? I know how he think. See, he gonna play side. It's gonna be Amari Cooper. So when y'all play Eagles, Slay gonna be on Cooper. You know, Rasul gonna be on you. It is kind of weird though, y'all, because I'm like, damn. I'm working Rasul. I'm working CD. I'm like, damn. You know, so you already know Rasul gonna look at all the training. Like Slay, I like about Slay. Slay's like Rischad. You got a lot of receivers that you train that I had to play when I'm Alliance. He's like, bro, all those release work stuff you do, you post on Instagram. He's like, bro, I get to watching that before the game and whatnot. It's the same shit they're gonna do when they get to a game. You know what I mean? That's why we're working on it. So I'm like, Rasul, I can see him probably going back, same thing with CD. Or he probably watch, you know, shit, let me see how the dude plays. Let me see how he looked at Rischad's field, what they're doing. Okay. You know what I mean? So it's going to be, it's tough. You know, I don't be like, hey, CD, we're going to work how to get past Rasul. You know, we just work release stuff. You know, I get detailed with it. And I'm like, hey, they're going to play you like this here, but I don't get specific with the player and stuff. Just kind of give him different kind of ways. He's going to be all right, though. He's going to be straight.
So speaking of CD, sorry, Chris.
Go ahead.
Okay. So speaking of CD Lamb, obviously he didn't fall to us. A lot of Eagles fans were kind of bummed out about that. And then the Eagles selected Jalen Reagor at 21. Before the podcast, you did mention Jalen a bit. Can you just encourage the naysayers out there about Jalen Reagor?
Jalen is a very electric. You know, fluid route runner. You can take it over the top. I'm trying to picture. I'm like, who can I picture? I'm like, man, I got 2 of them on the team. It's just like, you know, that's the, you know, like, damn, the Eagles got all like, I'm like, man, good route runners. I'm like, you got 3 of the same people, really. You know,
is he more D-Jax or is he more like?
More Marquise. He's so much more like Marquise. Cause D-Jack is a good route runner. Gets in and out of breaks, and I mean, I've seen him catch footballs, man. Like dudes on him, like he's. I don't see him drop footballs, man. Like I don't see him miss any kind of like. With dudes on him, he's catching the ball, man. He's just take the top off, and I think with Jalen, y'all got the best one who, with the football in his hands, turns into a running back, kind of like Debo. So I would say like Jalen has D-Jack and Marquise Goodwin's. Marquise Goodwin can burn, man. So DJ got that kind of speed. Or Marquise, he can burner speed, but he has the running ability of Debo Samuel. You know, like Debo is really good at running the ball in his hands. I mean, Debo turns into a running back.
Yeah, Debo was pretty nice last year.
yeah, man. I was so pissed off, man. Oh man, I can't. We're just progressing. I'm like, man, I don't know why we even went down there, dude. He didn't even want to go. I'm like, damn, dude, the shit that Jimmy wanted to do, you supposed to do that in training camp. Golly, I ain't gotta like we working. I just, you know, I was just mad at that part. You know, we're just progressing.
Now, in your humble, honest opinion, what does Jalen, if any, you could be honest, if any, I mean, we might end the podcast right now if it's a wrong answer, but if anything, Jalen does better than CD.
Oh,
he's faster than CD. That's about it, y'all. But
hey, it's one thing. It's one thing.
He answered the question, right?
if you CD does everything violent, violent runner. You see, his yards after the catch is unreal. But if you throw CD the ball, I don't care what body position he's in, he can track it better than anybody I've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he can track the ball very well. Great high point skills. Like if y'all watch CD during the combine, did y'all watch him go and that release he did and did that? I posted a video. We did the same thing.
Yeah.
Hey, I told CD, go look. I told Courtney as well, Davis, to do something as well. I go, CD, Ruggs is gonna steal the show running the 40. I go, when you run it, I know he told me what they're gonna do for the combine. I'm like, hey, I want you to work on the release we worked on. All right, too heavy, boom, outside. When the ball's in the air, CD, all right, turn, catch it, snatch it out the air, and then he did a little somersault. Show your high point skills, show your catching ability, and show your range. And he did exactly that. You know,
I remember that.
so that's
actually,
yeah, he ain't gonna drop nothing. Yeah, I mean he ain't gonna drop nothing. And he's a worker, great short area quickness, great route runner. Knows how to use his eyes, knows how to find coverages. I mean, he's just a physical. Like he gonna battle. He'll block. But Jalen's quick. TCU didn't use Jalen like they should have used him. But Jalen,
TCU
he's faster than him. He's fast. Jalen good, but he's faster than him. But man, I'm like, dude, I'm thinking like, I love Jalen to death, man. But ain't much he do better than CD. I ain't saying I can see my boy. Jalen, my boy too, and I've been working with CD for a long time. But CD does everything good. Lee, I ain't gonna lie.
At least it's one thing.
It's something.
Yeah.
Right? But the good thing is that Rischad is training 3 of our cornerbacks.
Yeah, so
we're good.
Whatever CD can do, our corners are gonna know what's going on.
Whatever CD can do, we can do better.
There we go.
Yeah, it's funny because on Sunday I'm working with Rasul. Rasul just got here. So when CD and left, Rasul pulls in. You know what I mean? You know, so they gotta talk whatnot. But it's cool. You know, they don't know each other. Actually, they didn't know. Yeah, because Rasul was out of West Virginia by it. Yeah. So it's just like he probably like Rasul, like, damn, man, let me start coming either before or whenever CD come. You know what I mean? I sit there. I go 30 minutes. You know, I told Graylin Arnold that. Because Graylin was watching Debo and all of them. And it's like, Graylin, everything you watching right now, bro, it's crazy, y'all, because you'll come up to my field every hour. It'll be a dude from different teams, but they'll stay because they know each other. So you might see Debo and Will Fuller, who, you know, and they got one of my DBs I might have out here. They got to play him. So it's like, shit, I might as well stay here for another 30 minutes and watch what they're working on. Because whatever they're working on, they're going to use it. You know what I mean? So, yeah. So, because, like, I think y'all got to play the Steelers. Yeah,
we do.
Yep. Rasul had trained after Eric Ebram. I go, Slay not to cover Ebram. I know that for a fact. I know Nick Roby not going to cover Ebram. So, Rasul, either you going to cover Ebram or Jalen Mills going to cover Ebram.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So, I'm like, shit, you might want to hang out here a little bit. That way, hey, coach, I've been training with Ebram all off season. You know, I haven't, man, I know how he move. I know, hey, you might want to put me on him. You know,
advantage, yeah.
It's an advantage, man. I mean, you're already out here. You can see it. You know, we ain't lifting weights, y'all. Everything we're doing is football movement, so it's stuff that they're gonna use in the game. So, yeah, y'all gonna be good, and y'all those guys are gonna be fine. Without a doubt. But Jalen gonna be good, man. Jalen, I hope they start Jalen off like give him some reverses and jet sweep and let him go. He turns to a running back so quick. He can fly. He can fly.
Well, right now they're saying that I know obviously it's just talk right now because it's June. But in Doug Peterson's press conference the other day, he did say that right now Jalen's going to be learning primarily behind Deshaun Jackson. He's learning that receiver position. They're not going to cross-train him yet at other positions. He's that right now. Obviously, things can change. I think he's really maybe he's like learning from what happened last year with J.J. Arcega-Whiteside.
Those big receivers aren't good. I'm going to tell you right now. All right, I got one big receiver right now. He's a freshman in high school. I'm in college. He's going to be a freshman. He's like Julio Jones. Y'all gonna hear his name. He's going to Texas A&M. Named Damon Demas. He's a freak. He do everything. Jump high, run fast, the whole nine. But the big receivers just don't move that well. If I had one advice to everybody, like, look, if you got receivers that are 6'3" or 6'4" better, can't do anything with them. Like they're just one-dimensional. They don't like you don't have the Mike Evans. They're rare. Like,
so what are your thoughts on Alshon Jeffrey?
Well, Alshon was a beast. But Alshon had that mentality. Like those guys are rare. Like those, you don't have any more guys like Alshon though. They're like Alshon and Mike.
Mm-hmm.
Nowadays, like even the kid that from USC, man, I can't think of his name. Everybody was so high on him. Pittman.
Oh, Michael
Pittman.
Yeah, I'm like, what do y'all like? I'm like, what do y'all like about the kid? The dude, he ain't twitching. He's not a good route runner. He looks heavy. He looks big. Like NFL's a movement league.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I'm like, give me these little quick dudes. I need somebody like look at the 49ers, look at the Chiefs. The Chiefs beat everybody with dudes who I think the tallest guy was Sammy Watkins, and they got Sammy listed at I think 6 foot or 6'1".
Yeah,
and that's with the dreads though. So, and I met Sammy. Sammy's about 5'11", y'all. So if Sammy's 5'11", and Miko's 5'10", and Tyreek's 5'8", whatever. Debo's 5'10", Emmanuel Sanders 5'11", Kendrick Bourne 6 foot. So we go. Who else do they have out there? I'm like, they got a bunch of. And then they got the younger kid from I think he's 5'10", from Arizona State.
Oh,
I'm like,
Ayuk.
Yeah, the game is quicker now, man.
Mm-hmm.
You guys got to be, so that was the biggest thing with the Eagles. I'm like, man, y'all got to lay off them big receivers. I told one of the dudes that was all issue.
Have you seen anything on John Hightower or Quez Watkins?
The kid from Boise State?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he can burn. He looks real long and rangy. So, yeah, he might be I don't know too much about him, but I saw him when y'all drafted him. I was like, okay, this kid. Yeah, that kid's smooth, man. I like him. I thought y'all were going to get my boy Courtney.
We thought so too. I thought Courtney was good. I thought he so too.
We mocked
him.
I
had no idea, dude.
But no, I think like you said, it's got a nice little finally a quick group now. I think the last time last time they had receivers this fast was 2017. They had Torrey Smith. They had now have okay.
So I been trying to do Josh Huff or Marcus Johnson. Dude, how did they let them like they didn't use to do?
I mean, Josh Huff just pulled the gun out on people. That was his problem.
Yeah.
His problem wasn't football.
I was big on Huff when he still with
but Chip Kelly. But I would think Chip Kelly would use him right. He was getting frustrated too, man. I'm like, the time that Josh Huff did do things, it was like Chip didn't like. I don't know. I wish they would have used him like he used him at Oregon. That's what he thought.
He looked good with Doug Peterson in the beginning.
Yeah.
And then
and then that situation.
He did things he shouldn't have done.
Yeah.
Yeah. Chip Kelly.
But Marcus was good too, man. Marcus Johnson. I didn't think he'd get a prayer. He's doing good for the Colts, but Marcus a 4'3" dude. 6'1", 4'3". Dude, I'll tell you right now, I don't know what happened with that. Like, I'm like, dude.
I mean, they got a good pass rusher for him. They got Michael Bennett in the deal, but then that really amounts to nothing. So it's
Is Nelson still there, right?
No, he's in Oakland.
He's not?
No, he's in Oakland now. He's someone else's problem.
I mean, Las Vegas. That's what.
Las Vegas. So I don't know. Like that's what I was going to ask you before. Have you watched much on Aguilar, or like what do you think his deal was with like?
Man, I watched him. He gave up on a dude. I watched the Cowboys. The ball, dude, you gonna go get that ball, dude?
That's exactly what I was gonna say.
After that, you gotta go, Nelson. All right, you gotta go. Oh, well, you gotta be kidding me, bro. Like no effort. I'm like, dude. No effort. I'm like, all right, you don't want to be here, man. I'm so used to the guys talking a lot. I can tell you when some guys don't want to be there or not. They're trying to get out. Like Stefan Diggs, he's finna go to Buffalo and ball the fuck out. I promise you. He wanted out of Vikings. So you want out, they're going to start for the players. You can't take the money I gave away from him to him already. Like, I was hoping, like, y'all would have got him. I was like, oh, yeah. Diggs, he's unreal. But he wanted out, man. The offense was changed.
I mean, he's in a better situation for him, really, just because he's not in Minnesota, but quarterback-wise, I mean, Josh Allen, not very accurate.
I see them working together now.
But with Aguilar, like that Dallas game, like I think I mentioned this before. I'm a high school coach. I'm a phys ed teacher, and looking at my athletes, if they give effort like Aguilar gave on that catch, they're out. That's it. I don't care how talented you are. You do that. Mm-hmm. Like I was such an Aguilar apologist for so long. up until that point. Like as soon as I saw him go just like this and give like alligator arms, and we call it agulator arms or aguilar, and just show no effort whatsoever on that catch. I'm like, that's
it's gut wrenching to see things like that.
Yeah, that was it, man. And I hope he gets it together, man. Kind of like he needs one of those things like Cam Newton did, dude. Just get that time off and kind of reinvent yourself.
Mm-hmm.
All you see Cam Newton doing now is just grinding, and that's what Aguilar needs to do. But he probably don't have anybody telling him anything like that. On that, yeah. But he's but he's I think what y'all got now coming in is gonna be fine. DJ, y'all tight end is good, man. I think Ertz is one of the best. They don't say much about Ertz. Ertz gets shit done. I don't know why they don't want to talk about Ertz. I'm like, man, I didn't see Ertz make some catches. Like, okay, like they thought Ertz is just like Kittle. If you ask me, he's just like
Well, right now, everybody wants to trade
Thank you for that, Rischad. Thank you for that.
Everybody wants to trade Ertz right now. Like all these fans, like especially with the Jamal Adams stuff, going on. And, everybody's like, all right, send Ertz to New York and let's get Jamal Adams. And and they're like, we got Dallas Goedert here and all that stuff, and they fail to realize that Ertz is only like 64 receptions away from being like the all-time Eagles leader.
Yeah.
And all that, and he's
a consistent monster, man.
He's a consistent monster. You got to have them. I'm like, why do they want to get rid of like Ertz? Like Jamal's from Dallas. He's from Texas. Yeah. Jamal, man. Jerry Jones gonna find a way to get him on the damn Cowboys.
I don't know. Jerry has so much money. Jerry has so much money tied up into like they got to worry about Dak. They got to worry about Zeke. They got Cooper,
Amari.
Yeah, Amari. It's
right.
How the hell are they going to afford? I think they only like $7 million under the cap right now. Like I don't know how the hell they're going to afford Jamal Adams.
Hell yeah, because they still got to pay Jalen Smith, and they got they got some pass rushers on their team.
Mm-hmm. And then another year or two, they got Van Der Esch. They got to sign.
Yeah.
And they got Marcus Lawrence's contract too. So
DeMarcus Lawrence gonna want his. I can tell you right now. Before they sign up, if that linebacker gets paid for DeMarcus Lawrence will act a fool. He gonna want out.
Hey, Rischad, cool question. Mm-hmm. What about that? Kind of backtracking to Darius Slay. What about Darius, like that you feel like really stands out, personality wise or even technique wise, that he's bringing to Philly that really like excites you about him joining the team?
Oh yeah, love his personality, man. He's funny, real cool, laid back dude. Man, he interacts a lot, man, with fans and all that type of stuff, man.
Mm-hmm.
Very funny, man. Does stuff on IG Live. Him and Quadre Diggs, man. That it's just real cool, genuine, down to earth dude. When he gets on the field, y'all gonna see stuff from Slade like movement wise. You got no issues, nothing there. What's gonna impress you is just like his football IQ, his film. I told one of the other guys about Slade is like Slade prepares the game for whatever offensive coordinator he's going against, y'all. Like it ain't like, I got Julio this week or I got so and so this week. He preparing for the offensive coordinator. That's how brilliant that dude is at cornerback.
That's wild.
Yeah. So most people are preparing, okay, man, he'll prepare for the tendencies of the receiver that he might be covering. But he's preparing for, okay, what offensive coordinator I'm playing against and what quarterback I'm going against. Once you get that down, you start, everything else is kind of like, all right, you start to see, okay, what the tendencies, okay, what they like to do. The dude can pick up on things like, man, I remember at Sherman's camp, he was like, man, Aaron Rodgers would do some stuff like this here, which means so-and-so run a hot route, or Drew Brees would do something like this. He would pick up on them damn little. I'm like, dude, how do you pick up on things that you would think are normal gestures? Mm-hmm. Once Slate introduced that stuff to them dudes on the team in the secondary, they're gonna be like, wow, they're gonna start watching for it.
That's kind of wild.
They're gonna be like, okay, wow. Now you start going back to 5 or 6 games of Aaron Rodgers or whoever y'all's because they all do something. Y'all might not know it, but they all do something and it changes something up. Like they don't go to the line and just here. You watch them do, okay, y'all, they can go here and even if they go here and here. That right there means something to the change on one of these routes. It's crazy. And Darius Slay picks all that stuff up just on film study.
Do you think he's like, because with Jim Schwartz, he's not really known for letting a corner travel with a receiver. Is Slay going to change that to Schwartz? Like let Slay get the number one and just cook him up, or is it Slay more of a one-sided field kind of guy?
Sherman play one side. Slay, you watch Slay, wherever number one's going, that's where he's going. I'll tell you, if Schwartz do not let Slay go with number one, it's going to be a disaster. Let Slay go wherever the number one is, and then worry about everybody else. So I promise you, it don't matter who it is. Schwartz, he did his homework, and they paying him. There's not one number one that I've seen that really done besides Devontae, and they're going back and forth, you know. And like Slay don't get beat bad, y'all. You know, it's like all that stuff y'all see them like the dudes. Man, I ain't never seen Slay get beat bad. I don't see him get beat for touchdowns ever. You know, I mean, you watch him and Stephon Diggs, they going at it out there, man. Slay, I mean, double move route, Slay making transitions, man. It just dude's unreal. But Schwartz has to let him go with number one. He always has. I mean, like you watch if y'all get a chance, y'all gotta watch like his film. Like you be like, damn, dude, the dude just like you know how some guys get football thrown, like they got interceptions, but it's like you just sitting there, Slay in there joking, jumping routes. Like you'll see the receiver might think he's open on a break, and Slay just boom, you know, like he's getting interceptions off like straight coverage. You know what I mean? That's how good he is.
Now, the Eagles do see Devontae Adams in December. Now,
that's some bitch. They're cold, bro.
I'd
be like, God damn! I've been looking at film. Like, dog, I told Xavier Harris, I said, Xavier, I don't know what to do, bro, because look, the dude ran a fucking slant, took it to a whip, and you in position. I'm gonna be watching it over again. I'm like, dude, the dude just beat you on that. Ain't nothing I can do. God damn! I'm like, ain't nothing we can do. I'm pissed off because I can't figure out. But you know, I'm like,
before a turf toe injury last year, Devontae was about to go out for 300 yards receiving on the Eagles last year.
Yeah, that was
you can't cover him.
I did have him on my fantasy team. So I was okay with it. Like I was more happy when he like left the game and after he gave me like 27 points. But that was that was bad.
Well, things that you got to learn about him and Devontae and Keenan Allen. They're not like, you know, like most teams will get them burners. I don't like the burner guys. I like the guys who like sudden quickness, like release quickness, like really crafty and routes. Like Devontae 4.7, Keenan Allen 4.6. But every single cornerback that I've trained, from Hayden, from Slay, Xavier Howard, if you ask them, Sherman, the two receivers that they have the hardest trouble with, it's Devontae and Keenan Allen. It's them two. They don't say nothing. They don't say Tyreek. They don't say none of them dudes. You know, it's always them two. But them dudes they're suddenness, their release quickness, their sight to set the routes, man. Their head fakes, their eyes are here, and they run it like it's crazy, man. So when y'all playing a guy like that, man, Slay got to be like he's got
to be on.
Yeah. Who was the other side of the who played slot corner last year for y'all?
Vontae Maddox.
Yeah.
Okay.
And sometimes Crayvon LeBlanc if they had to throw Avante outside.
Mm-hmm.
But it was really Sidney Jones on one side towards the end of the year or Avante. Then you got Crayvon, and then you got Mills on the other side. Yeah, Darby also, and Darby we don't like to talk about Darby anymore because he's garbage now. Yeah, he's the Redskins' problem.
Yeah, I know y'all gonna get rid of him.
It's I think every receiver that played him last year had at least 150 yards. It was rough, but unfortunately, to start wrapping this up now. You talk about all these receivers. Devontae is probably going to give Slay the hardest job, and that's not until December. Now I'm going to read off all these number one receivers that the Eagles are going to see this year, and let's see if you think, or which receiving core is really going to give the Eagles corners the hardest job. You got the Redskins. They got Terry McLaurin. They drafted Antonio Andy Golden. You got the Rams, you got Cooper Kupp, Robert Woods, you got the Bengals, AJ Green, T. Higgins, John Ross, you got the Niners.
Hey, worry about them. We ain't worry about the Bengals.
Yeah, I'm not worried about that. I have to mention
we don't know what AJ gonna do this year.
Yeah.
T. Higgins ain't worried about him, man. He big. I'm not worried about T. Higgins. John Ross, he still ain't showed me nothing really since he been there. So
all right, we'll skip them.
Rams, shit. Cooper Kupp,
Cooper Kupp is nasty.
He is. He and Rashawn Woods is good too. Remember, they're not, but I fear Cooper.
Mm-hmm.
Who are the other team y'all just the first team?
Redskins. Got McLaren.
McLaren's good. Yeah. He played Slay last year. He's good. All of my Ohio State receivers are pretty good, man. Yeah, I like him coming out of college, man. When I went to Ohio State, I was like, man, he's the best receiver out of all them guys. Paris, all them guys, man. So he's good. But I ain't worried about the Redskins, man. On them dudes, right? Yeah. Who else we got?
We got the Niners. We got Debo. You got IU.
What week?
That's week 4.
He might not be back.
Yeah.
But if you ask him, he's gonna be back. He might not be back. He broke his. You ask Debo, he's gonna be back. I don't think he's gonna be back, man. Too damn soon. You ask him, if Debo playing, it's gonna be if Debo's back, and I can get to him because I got to get to him before. Just the movement wise, I do that every now and then, guys. On bye weeks, if you have me come up there and I have to, if they get hurt, I come up there and they just feel comfortable working with me, and then get to see where we're at with it. But if he comes back, it'll be a good. They don't have Emmanuel anymore, man.
It's really Debo. I know they drafted Ayuk, and then they got Dante Pettis.
Emmanuel's in on New Orleans, right?
Yeah, he's in New Orleans.
Yeah, I trained Pettis too. That's my boy. I trained Pettis.
There was a big rumor going around that Pettis will go to the Eagles for Rasul. There's a big rumor going around.
True?
Before Marquise went over. But
so Pettis go to the Eagles for Rasul, but I trained Akilu, and I trained I know Sherman going to work, but what about Akilu? Witherspoon?
I don't know. That was a big rumor. Obviously, it didn't come to fruition.
That's gonna be crazy.
That was back in March. I don't think that's gonna happen. It's not gonna happen.
But I actually told Rasul, Rasul, you and Akilu kind of like the same height. Akilu just moves a little bit better, a little bit more nimble because he's been working longer, but they kind of were similar. Long. Pettis is good, man. I just when Emmanuel came in, I knew he wasn't gonna really play that much. Man. I think a Debo play is gonna be good, but shit, I'm not Ayuk. I don't know. I just don't. I don't. I'm different, guys, when it comes to these. I don't know, man. Like SEC boys, man. It's like they played ball to where it's close to NFL.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of them dudes don't pan out like that. I'm working with y'all play the Patriots. I'm working with
we do not play the Patriots this year.
No.
Okay, I work with N'Keal Harry. Trying to get him right. Yeah. Patriots fans judge me about him. I'm like, dude. Out of all the fans, I have never been so pressured to the point where N'Keal, if you don't do good, bro, that shit gonna fall on me.
I don't know. You might feel that this year with if Rasul doesn't pan out. I don't know.
Oh, he gonna pan out. I got a month. I got a month. I promise you, I got a month. We're gonna work on every situational stuff. And what I'm gonna do with Rasul when it comes down to it, when we get ready to do his schedule, I'm like, look, all right. Y'all play Cleveland, right? Y'all do play Cleveland.
Yeah, I was about to say the next few games you got the Steelers, so you got Juju, you got the Ravens, you got Marquise Brown, you got
Marquise.
You got the Giants, we got Darius Slayton, then you got the Cowboys, and then you got the Browns and Seahawks. And then towards the end of the year, you got Packers.
Slay gonna hold Odell. Slay gonna hold Odell. He's gonna. I don't think Slay will hold Jarvis.
Who's going to hold Jarvis? Nico Roby-Coben? Isn't because Jarvis is more a slot guy, right?
I think so. But he's
they
in and out all the time.
He in and out. Odell one slot, everything. Odell is. I tell people, I got a lot of work with a lot of pro guys, a lot of guys. I have never seen somebody more gifted than Odell. There ain't. I'm in LA the entire whether we're playing catch on the jug machine, dominoes, pool, through the ball 100 yards. I'm like, dude, what are you not good at, bro? I'm like literally, y'all, what are you not good at? like
tell
jump
hold on.
vertical.
Tell old dog to call me up because I'll kick his ass in dominoes. You don't challenge a Puerto Rican in dominoes.
Yeah, he a talented guy, very hard worker. Just misunderstood, I think. I know Slade gonna cover him. He got to, because man, he can take it to the house at any moment.
Any point, yeah.
At any point, man, he could take it to the house. I went to the Cleveland Browns New York Jets game because I trained Le'Veon. I was on Le'Veon's tickets, and they just went off. Man, when he ran that slant route, there's nobody. I'm like, man, y'all can't believe y'all giving the dude this type of cushion.
Mm-hmm.
Took it like 90-something yards, and they're like, he just did some special stuff. Catches the ball. It don't matter who's on him, he'll catch the ball. He's good. Very, 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 very good. I'll have Rasul ready for sure. So, and Sydney, y'all, man, with Rasul and Sydney and Slay and Nickel Roby and Jalen out there, y'all should be able to run that secondary is strong, man. Like that's a really good experienced secondary, and everybody's gonna make each other play better. I told Rasul, when the season starts, man, don't be afraid to ask Slay things because the dude's very knowledgeable. Very knowledgeable. He'll bring you in. There's nothing he gonna lose. He ain't worried about you like that. You know what I mean?
Like a spot or anything.
Yeah, he ain't taking a spot, none of that type of stuff, man. So
I think that's something we mentioned last week or the week before. Like for so long, the Eagles have had that voice in the safety room. With Malcolm Jenkins there, talking with Rodney and all that, and they haven't had a corner with that kind of voice since Asante. Really.
Yeah.
I mean, they've had because Nnamdi Asomugha was a flop, and Bradley Fletcher, Gary Williams was a flop, and Byron Maxwell was a flop. So it really hasn't been anybody. So with Darius Slay there, he's that voice now. He's that voice to really bring them together, and we are so
I'm stoked,
excited to finally have someone that can do those things now.
I'm super stoked.
And Slay's gonna make, and who's gonna really benefit from Slay is Jalen plays safety. Slay gonna make his job a lot easier. Jalen, you ain't gotta look over there whatever side he on. So Jalen, y'all play cover one if you want to. Don't even gotta look at Slay's side. Cause whoever over there with Slay gonna have that motherfucker on lock.
It takes away half the field, which is the amazing part.
It takes away half the field. If Schwartz did not have, if Schwartz got Slay on somebody who ain't like, for instance, if y'all play, say y'all play San Fran. If Slay is on Brandon Ayuk, I'm gonna be pissed off. You know what I mean? Like that, I just there's a lot of stuff that kid got to realize, man. From release quick, like I don't think he experienced any. There's not really, really good college cornerbacks, y'all. Like if you watch some of these college cornerbacks, the guys who are ready, like Jeffrey Okuda, he works out with my boy Clay Mack down here, man. Who Jamal Adams works out with. Clay Elite. I mean, we got similar training styles and stuff. You can tell those guys are ready, but a lot of them guys just aren't. They're not getting taught technique and how to move accordingly and stuff especially stuff for the NFL. Why CD and Courtney will be successful? One, I've been training them kids for so long, but I let them dudes know how every DB that I train, how they gonna cover them when they play them. I wasn't gonna, you know what I mean? I wasn't gonna set them up for failure. So I gave them insight. We've been working at it ever since. The CD when you play so you're gonna cover you like this. I got just about a lot of them, so just kind of like just giving them, so they're prepared for it, man. That's why the transition from NFL to college NFL, they'll be fine. A lot of them guys, man, it's hard, especially at corner, man. It's tough. I work with Lonnie Johnson, and Lonnie's he's gonna have a hell of a year this year. Kendall started this year as well. Sheffield, he started mid-season. Lonnie started mid-season. So I get Rasul on page, man, gonna be fine. I got some veteran guys up there, man, experienced guys. They're gonna make everybody better. And have another Super Bowl run, especially this is I think that y'all got stronger. I don't know, Cowboys too much got like I'm like,
I mean, in our opinion, the CD pick was more of like a spite pick because a couple of years ago they picked Dallas Goedert. at tight end, and everybody thought the Cowboys were going to pick him because they needed a tight end at the time. So everybody's like, you know what? They only picked CD just to spite the Eagles because the Eagles want a CD. We want a CD, and then their defense really hasn't.
They haven't taken.
They really haven't improved much.
In the secondary.
Yeah, I got Donovan Wilson. He played a lot. He had a couple good picks this year. I'm first start working with Dono.
Mm-hmm.
They had to realize they got a lot of Cowboys. Yeah, crazy. But I got a running back. You know the running back from TCU, Shewa Olanolua?
Yeah, that was a guy I was mocking to the Eagles a lot because I thought he would be perfect for the Eagles.
Chris.
I saw your videos with him.
230.
Oh.
He don't have a lot of tread. I'm telling you, I train Le'Veon. I'm like, people, when I tell you this kid is just like Le'Veon, he plays just like him. He runs. He's faster than Le'Veon, but he mimics he's strong, powerful. The dude could every day. I'm like, dude, I don't know how he got past them. I'm looking at these running backs. I'm like, dude, you got to be kidding me. You know, T shooting. You know,
there were really two running backs that I was on the train for the whole draft. It was AJ Dillon out of Boston College, and it was Seu. And I was like, one of these guys will be perfect for the Eagles. And then, AJ Dillon got drafted by the Packers, and then Seu. I kept saying, all right, Seu. When the whole draft, I was like, all right, he's good pick here, 5th round, good pick, 6th round, okay, 7th round, okay, he's undrafted. Hopefully, and then he went to the Cowboys. I'm like, okay.
Well, come to find out, the Cowboys wanted to take him in the fourth round, but they had to pick somebody else because I guess they didn't know if they're going to re-sign that dude. His agent was saying. So his agent such brilliant. Like, well, they wanted to get Shewa in the 5th round. Well, Shewa was like, so he was like, well, the money's not really guaranteed, and after the first 19 picks, so like, look, we, 4th round good, good money, but 5th, 6th, and 7th round players, like, look, that's why Shewa probably think he got a lot of money going undrafted because the Cowboys are on him like that. Like he signed like that. They're blowing his phone up. That dude there, he vert jumps like 41. He runs 4.6, but he's every bit of 6'3", 235. But he can go though. Elusive, can block. I'm like, if the Eagles had him next to Carson Wentz,
you're making me depressed.
God, I be Chris. I be trying to figure out like what did he do thinking about? I'm like, dude, are y'all not watching this kid? The kid's explosive. Every big game, he tore Stanford up. Went 190 on Cal in a ball game. He put 2 touchdowns on Ohio State. He taking dudes on his back against Arkansas. He going 5 for 5 yards.
Sorry, bro. I was dreaming of like Miles Sanders first, second down, then Seu coming in, and now it's gone. Now I hope it never makes the roster.
It was crazy because if Shea would have went there, y'all would have solely saw Miles carry like, okay, he can do the same thing Miles can do. He runs the ball like Derrick Henry, and he looks just like Le'Veon. He moves like Le'Veon. So, hold up, we he don't get tired. The dude, like Jerry, he don't never get tired. You know what I mean? And the dude, it's like, damn, we can just stay in there. He's such a big body, but he's so lean and strong, and he's fast and he's quick. Like I told you, if Zeke ever slips up, Cowboys. But Coach Mo, the DB coach up there, is like, bro, y'all understand? We got big plans for Shewa.
I don't want to hear that.
Now, I want these dudes to call me, man. Like, dude, if the Eagles call me, like, Rischad, should we take who do we need to get? I can tell you exactly who you need to get. It's just like fantasy. Like, hey, if you play fantasy, like, you be like, hey, if they say somebody's hurt, I can find out right now if you're hurt or not. Like, I'm like, I played fantasy one time, like, and I just use a lot of my guys. I'm like they got an injury report saying so and so's hurt.
They gotta ban you from fantasy. You're like
a cheat code.
Hey, they be like right up. Oh, so and so's hurt. He's out for hamstring. I said, hold up, no, he's not. I'm like, yo, look, I got a ticket to the game. He's playing. It's crazy how much they don't even know. I'm like, shit. If I play fantasy, these people think he's hurt, and but yeah, if that ever happens, y'all let me know. I'll let y'all know.
All right, so
I don't play
it. So message to everybody out there: don't league with him because he's gonna cheat.
You think you'll be cheat code?
Yeah, I know Emmanuel's gonna get a bunch of targets. I know Odell will get a bunch of targets. Debo, you start them every week, you're gonna be good.
PPR leagues target Emmanuel Sanders, target OBJ. Okay.
Debo.
Oh yeah.
All right. So to end it off, what's your prediction for this Eagles? You said top 3, but how many in the interception range you think Slay's going to get? Do you think Rasul's going to end up being cornerback number 2? Like, what's your big Eagles prediction for seeing this secondary and knowing how this offense really works?
Well, Slay, y'all are y'all in the same division? No. All right, the Lions. So Slay is familiar with a lot of teams y'all are playing already, I believe.
They do not face the NFC North. They face the Packers, but they don't face the NFC North. Like he's familiar. I'm assuming he's familiar with a lot of teams. Like he's familiar with the Packers, obviously.
Yeah. Wherever Tay Adams going, he goes. Yeah. But they don't slow it. They don't throw this side that much. He can be out of picking grass, man. Like I don't see a lot of quarterbacks testing him. They're gonna test everybody else. So, but they're gonna have to test him because usually he's always on number 1. So I think Slay will have, if he gets battle tested, they're gonna throw him 4 picks this season. He take 4 of them. He gonna get 4 picks. He gonna end up getting 4 interceptions. Rasul, cornerback number 2, handling his business. I say he's had 4 picks his entire career so far, right?
Mm.
Yeah, I say Rasul will probably get hopefully 2. I think 2.
I was about to say because like Rasul has 4 interceptions in his career right now. He's been in the league since 2017. Darius Slay getting 4 picks this year is going to be like the most interceptions in the season since Asante. Since Asante.
A long while.
Yeah, I was looking at the numbers and it's like crazy how Asante with the Eagles had 23 interceptions in 4 years.
Yeah.
And then since then, the Eagles have had like the corners. The Eagles' corners have had like maybe I think around 40, and that's between 11 people.
Yeah, and this is Slay's 6th year in the league. I think 6 years. So y'all got a cornerback that's in 6 years that's had 19 picks. That right there, the Eagles fans are look at that like, okay, we got a corner that's been in the league 6 years with 19 picks. Yeah, okay, that's that. I mean, we got that. That says something. It's hard to get interceptions in the NFL. And the way that Slay gets his is crazy, incredible. So he's gonna be fine, man. He's gonna take a lot of pressure off a lot of people. And they might target Rasul and Sidney them side a lot more just for that fact. So Rasul might be able to get a little bit more than that. I just need him just get a lot of PBUs, be in position. And I'm working with him on like, look, dude, even if you're out of position, everything that we do out here, I'm showing you, we're gonna put you right back in position. So. I'm gonna post some stuff from his workout today here shortly, but
now between the 4 teams in NFC East, last question: who's winning the NFC East?
Hey, Eagles. Just off the, I gotta give it to the Eagles because y'all secondary, is as just jumped up from like my top 10 to like top 3. So. Yeah, the Cowboys at home.
They got them. They got Cowboys at home in November and then away in December. Second to last game of the season, just like last year.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Carson Wentz healthy, playing good ball. Miles, yeah. I got y'all number 1.
That's right.
The moment he jumped on the podcast.
Because who else? So, is y'all in? I don't even worry about that. Y'all should.
I mean, we're not worried about the Redskins and Giants. We're not.
It's really just Eagles and Cowboys every year. That's all it is.
Yeah, and I think y'all got more firepower, man, and y'all are a lot more. Just the addition to y'all defense. Y'all added 2 solid corners, 2 solid for sure corners. I ain't saying that just because I'm working with them, but they started on every team. The teams that they've been on, and Nickel Roby was the highest paid slot corner. Before the other kid from the Colts got. I know what he can bring to the table, and then just the addition to Russell's down here getting better too. Mm-hmm. So just off the strength of those 3 guys right there, that's enough, man. That I know we'll be able to match those guys. And y'all offense is good. You got Ertz, you got D-Jack, bring the young guys in with Jalen Rager and the kid from Boise State. I think he's gonna be really good, and Marquise Goodwin's experience, and we know he can burn. So y'all gonna be really good. Miles Sanders and still got Jordan out there, I believe, right?
No, Jordan's in Miami.
Oh,
now.
Jordan's in Miami.
He is? Okay.
They got Boston Scott.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The little firecracker that he is. He's like mini Sproles. You know, he had 3 touchdowns versus the Giants the last game of the season. I saw that person. It was great.
Yeah. See, I got a guy who can still be able to make some things happen. Yeah, so y'all gonna be fine. Yeah, I think y'all gonna be winning. Y'all are good, man. Y'all, you know, and no joke, I think y'all gonna be number 1 in the division.
That's it. All right, so
y'all play the Texans. Y'all don't play the Texans, huh?
No. They do play DeAndre Hopkins though, and the new look Cardinals in December. But Arizona in December isn't too bad.
No, not at all.
Oh yeah. Hey, don't do the loaded. They loaded over there too, man. They got good. They're gonna be all right too. Yeah.
All right.
Slay gonna be on.
So you heard it here first. Footwork King said the Eagles are number 1 seed in the whole NFL, winning the Super Bowl. So
hey, if I say that and everybody find out, man, they're gonna be like, hey, Ebron gonna be like, hold on, did I read this right? Everybody gonna be like,
this run business.
So
So we're gonna close out the pod.
Don't hang up yet. Don't hang up yet. We're gonna hang up. We're gonna hang up with everybody else. So yeah. So but thank you so much for coming on. I really appreciate it. Like we told you before the pod, you know, we like to do like an hour, and it's been way more than that. Like it's just gone by because you know all your information, all your insight has been incredible. And we really appreciate it, and we know Eagles fans are gonna love everything that you've said. Not so much the CeeDee Lamb stuff, so we're gonna probably cut that out. We'll probably you know, superimpose your voice and just say CeeDee Lamb sucks over it. So you know, it's we'll work some magic. But
I thought he was coming to y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I thought
we all did.
We thought so too. But
once he didn't go to the Raiders, I was like, man, he got to be one of the Eagles. That's the only thing that made sense. It just made sense.
So
I know y'all need to write up.
So you know what? He's not going to be good this year. So it's all right. So thank you so much, Rischad. We appreciate you, and we hope we're looking for great things from the Eagles secondary thanks to your work. So
appreciate it, man.
All of the success this year is on you. So thank you so much.
Appreciate it, y'all. Anytime, man. Thank y'all, guys.
All right, guys, don't forget to tune in next Tuesday. Make sure you guys leave a nice review, nice comment on our Apple Podcasts, YouTube, wherever you're listening at. And until next week.
Oh, before we go, this was my beer today. A quadruple IPA.
I was thinking about buying that this weekend, but I was like,
it's called His Airness. It was based on NBA Jam, as you can see the graphics. His Airness Quadruple IPA. 5 out of 5, fantastic beer.
I'm going with water today. Sorry, guys. Anyways, until next week.
Go Birds.
Yes, sir.